Let me stress it. Apparently, his mother was looking at it through her fingers because obviously she don't really want to see her child with his business out, isn't it? I mean, come on. But I want to know, people out there, if you went on a show like this, would you then be brave enough to want to show it to your parents, right? And even sit down and watch it back again with them? Hello? No, sir, I won't be doing that. I'm sorry, I would not be doing that. That's you good. How are you going to do that? Why are you going to watch it back with your parents?
Well, if your mother, father were, free, love, hippie type people, and they used to walk around the house nude themselves, you never know, how a person is brought up. It could be just like them sitting there and watching just a normal show that has scenes, like, nudity scenes in it.
No, but it's different, Carol, because remember, that's your child.
Oh, but that's what I'm saying. They may have basically been free in their home to where they were accustomed to seeing their parents that way, and they're accustomed, their parents would basically make them more free thinking.
That's fine. Free thinking is fine, but I ain't be funny. Remember, you have to realize, right? He went on the show and he was showing his business to the world. Okay, so it's one thing to be free and comfortable with yourself at home or with your with your family, because But he went on a show like this. There was no need for him to go on a show like this, and then he's gone on there and he's sitting back down watching it with his mother. I mean, most people would be a bit embarrassed to say, "Mum, I went on a dating show fully clothed. Do you want to see the episode?" Because they might be cringing, looking at themselves and what was happening, But it's the fact that he's actually naked and he wants to sit down there with his mother. I don't understand, man. I really don't.
But I mean, which I do understand also, because I don't want to even sit down and watch a show that may have my son in it or something. I wouldn't want to do that. But just think about the fact that your mom has friends and your mom has people that they know, and your mom may be working, maybe not. But it's like, hey, isn't that your son Joe?
Hello. I mean, like I said, she might think it's cute if he had his clothes on. It's like, he's looking for love, he's getting older, he's trying to find, especially in today's day and age, like I said earlier, you might say, okay, I don't mind, because obviously they're a grown adult and stuff, but you just think, damn, he's naked, why?
And that's something that I want to bring up also, because you're doing something that doesn't just affect you. If you're an actor or an actress in adult movies, they have this thought process that it's their life and their thing, and that's what they want to do. But if they have children and mothers, they have to have a mother even if they're not alive, mothers, fathers, relatives, siblings, all these people know you're in that industry, so you're affecting a lot of personal lives around you also.
But this is the thing. This is why a lot of people, especially if they've been in the adult industry, for example, as you just mentioned, a lot of them either are like, okay, they tell their family, or some of them never tell their family, and maybe their family will never see anything of it, or they may wear a mask or hide themselves, I don't know.
They don't hide themselves.
Well, obviously not everybody, but some people find a way to disguise themselves so that you don't really notice them. Obviously, I ain't being funny. Let me just be real. If you're doing that, no one ain't really looking at your face anyway, so hello. Let's just be clear.
Unless you're putting yourself out there as Marky Man or something like that.
Yeah. If you're telling everybody that, then that's different. But if you're trying to do stuff and you're like kind of hiding your face and you may be wearing a wig or whatever, crazy makeup, whatever it is you're wearing that really makes you look different, then some people may never know that it's you. And if you keep it, you see, this is how people need to learn how to keep themselves to themselves in certain things, You don't need to tell the world your whole bill of receipt.
But those people that are doing that, I would even think that some people that are on the show that you're mentioning, they may be doing it for financial gain because they saw what could be done if you are a Kim Kardashian person.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's a
Which
whole
took it
new
But again, we are saying people see someone that has become an international celebrity because of a horrendous, in my opinion, tape. That's not, that's not something you want shared, but they made money and profit from it and then generated a income from it. And she got 2 husbands from it who don't seem to care.
No, well, hello. Listen, they probably wanted a reenactment of that. But anyway.
That's it.
Okay. That's why. That's probably part of it. Anyway. The reason I ain't even gonna go there, KO, is because listen. Some people are crazy, and I just ain't got time for that. Me personally, wouldn't be doing that because I just don't. Okay, I'm not going to say I'm a prude. Oh, far from it. But you know what? Like I said, you've got to think there's certain things that do you want that rolling around in the ether? If you did it and you did it for your own, personal thing, then that's fine. But otherwise, I would say no. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you don't have to like I just said, you don't have to tell the world your business, do you?
No, but people don't make good decisions, so.
Well, I mean, okay, like we said, each to their own. You're a grown adult. You can do what you want. I ain't going to be preaching. Hello, please. Do what you want to do. But sometimes as they say, that's why they say, think. Sometimes you just have to think before you act. Obviously, if you're happy, great. Go for it, go for your life, as I say. But some people might just come to regret certain things and just be like, oh, damn, why did I do that? Okay, people, I want to know. Tell me at Ask Avani Show. Let me know. You have to admit this. I want to know. Did you watch any of these shows, especially if they were on TV Saturday or Sunday night? What did you think of them? I mean, obviously, the more mainstream ones, like we mentioned, Blind Date, Take Me Out, things like that. Those are sort of more tame, isn't it? But this Naked Attraction one, I wonder how many people will admit to watching it. A. And B, if they actually think, yeah, it was a laugh, I was entertained, or B, if they were disgusted by it and thought that is disgusting, it's tantamount to porn, and I hope they don't bring it back. I'm curious to know. Let me know at Ask Avani Show. It's very interesting, isn't it, K-Rose?
It's at the least interesting, and above that, it's crazy.
Yeah, and you guys know I'm mischievous, and I had to share it with you, so it's just, I was like, oh no. Because like I said, just in case, because obviously this is over here in the UK, just in case any of my, US listeners and European listeners may not know about this, they might be thinking, this girl, she's crazy. What do you mean? Naked Attraction? What is that? But it literally is, as it says, people, the contestants were no good. From the day, I was like, whoa, you people are crazy. I was just like, wow, and the as I said earlier, the host refused. This is link 8, K-Rose. I was like, okay, this is interesting. How come the host Anna Richardson? She's the only one who didn't take her clothes off, and apparently, like I said earlier, she had refused to do so from the start. And the article link 8 is saying, how low can Channel 4 go? How low can the dating show go? Because it's like, whoa. It's like, wow. Why? Okay, another question I must ask this, Karen. I know we're going to go to break in a minute, but I must ask this, right? Why is it that it seems that the nation is obsessed with full frontal nudity on TV? Is it like, what, are they starved of seeing bodies in their life? I mean...
Well, I think it's there's a closet universe out there. There are people that supposedly are appalled by certain things, a lot of things. They'll come out and say, oh, well, I never want that, or I'm appalled by it. But then when they're in the privacy of their home, the thing that would get people in trouble is if they could scan everyone's set-top box so that you could see what they're looking, which they really can, so don't get me wrong, they can do that. But if they publish that information to the country and they said, okay, hey, here are all the people, here are the IP addresses for all the people that watched, Luther TV show. And if somebody says, ooh, you're watching that, and that's a horrible show about la-da-da-da, if your IP address is in there, people will know you're watching that. If they can't do that, they can. They don't publish it because that is to the detriment of the stations, the networks. Because then people would stop watching their network because they'd be mad that people knew that they were watching this show. But I think people are intrigued by it. I think that I was looking at some of the numbers, I guess the estimated ratings, and they had a minimum of 1.4 million people watching it.
So obviously people really wanted to tune in and see what was going on.
Exactly.
Oh my God. I ain't being funny, but obviously, basically in the article that I'm talking about right now, it says that Naked Attraction was in the schedules because Channel 4 wanted a quick and easy ratings boost. And that really is, pun intended, the bottom line. And I just thought, oh man. But what I was curious to know is, are they really that thirsty? thirsty, as you guys say over there, for ratings, and they will need to put something like this. I mean, really? Wow.
Well, they had to be, and they weren't wrong. I mean, think about it. They got people talking about it. They had a whole show from the Ask Avani Show based on it.
Well, okay. Most of it. We're going to talk about Elvis and Claire.
I know, but I'm playing. But I'm playing.
I saw it, and I was like, oh my God. Because I was thinking, I wonder if there's anyone over here that didn't catch this. Or I wonder if there's anyone that did see it and was wondering, okay, how come no one ain't mentioning this on any, obviously apart from the media and obviously marketing for it. But I was just curious to know what people think. Come on, people, let me know at Ask Avani Show, because this is something that I know people are going to be intrigued about. And even if you think, oh, they're all barking, it's not something I would ever watch. I want to know. Or if you think, actually, no, I heard about it, I didn't get a chance to see it, and now you're talking about it, I may go and check it out, because I just want to see what the fuss was about, kind of thing. I don't know. And like I said, we have the other people who are just like downright, oh, hell no, that's just nastiness, and I don't even want that on my TV screen. Because there's so many other things as we got, Big Brother, I've got something to say about that later as well, but it's hilarious, absolutely hilarious. People, let me know. I want to know what you think at Ask Avani Show. We're about to take a short break, and we will be right back on the other side after this. Hi, this is Avani, UK Soul Queen Diva, and you're tuned into the Ask Avani Show on the Get Global Network. Good afternoon and welcome back. This is the Ask Avani Show right here on Sometro Radio this afternoon. Woo! You guys know it's me, UK Soul Queen Diva. Yes, the crazy chick is back in the building, and today we are talking about a new and interesting twist on a dating show you definitely won't want to miss. Naked Attraction, the naked dating show. Would you go on a show like this to find love? Welcome back to Gay Rose.
Good morning, good afternoon, Avani.
What do you think?
I have questions. I'm jotting notes down here, and so I'm making sure that I understand the concept. I understand, as I mentioned before, you start at the beginning. You start without clothes because it's a possibility you may have a date and end up out of clothes. So I understand all that.
I mean, it's fun. I understand why they did it. It's a twist on something, and they're trying to sort of turn it on its head to see how people will react, because normally people are so conscious of themselves even when they're clothed, and obviously when you're meeting someone for the first time, especially when you want them to be maybe a possible romantic interest, going forward, people are so nervous and they might do goofy things and whatever, but they're trying to say, okay, if we strip you of what is supposedly defining you,
play on words.
Yeah, of all the clothes that you may be using to hide yourself, would it give you more confidence, or would it make you even more vulnerable? It's a hard one to know, because you're sort of thinking, well, if the person's not got good confidence in the first place, that could be the worst thing that they could do, isn't it? Getting completely naked in front of a total stranger to be sort of judged just solely on the way that you look. And that's not really fair, because people are always saying you mustn't, don't judge a book by its cover. Isn't that what they say?
Well, but they're turning that on its head, basically by there are so many entendres here and double entendre things. Yeah. But they're just turning this to the point to where it's really like I said, I understand the concept, but there are two pieces of this that I want to ask you a question about. Do you feel that it is more of an attractive thing if you see someone in your normal where you've been attracted to people in the fully clothed world, we'll call it that? Don't you think when you're attracted to someone in the fully clothed world that it gives you your imagination to see if you continue the relationship and it's, hey, this person's really nice and I really want to be with them? Doesn't it give you that thing that entices you to then want to be at the other world and see them without clothes?
Hello! Listen, let me just tell you something, people. This is the reason why I personally don't want to be trying to judge no one, because, because for me, I try not to judge the person on the way they look, because 9